Hello, how's it going everyone? Back again for another gaming video. Today I am standing in the middle of the desert, but there is a bit of grasslands over here, and the first thing we need to do is I need to find some trees so I can craft a wooden pickaxe and a bunch of other tools. This is my top priority to do that before the day ends, and now the problem is that I cannot find it, at least for now. There's only grasslands and sand, so I need to climb on top of the hill so I can see better. Here it is, something looks promising over here. There are some leaves and some sort of a tree. Interesting. So what is it? It is a bush stem. Bush stem. Interesting. Well, I'm not sure if it can craft into anything. Oh, it can. Into apple wood planks. So let's do that. Let's gather some more bushes and hopefully we can get even some saplings from these bushes. Oh, maybe not. So we still need a bit more things before we can confidently say that we are ready to take on the challenge, but I am quite happy with what we have gotten already. So let's... no, I do need a crafting table first, so I will look for more trees. The problem is that I have reached, instead of trees, I have reached a snow biome, so that is not what I want to see. Let's go the other way and make sure that we remember where our spawn place was. Now that is a good question. How will I remember where I was? I think somewhere over here, but we will see. Let us check. Another bush. The problem with bushes though is, or is it? Oh, we have blueberry bush sapling. So wait, I've gotten some sort of blueberries and bush sapling. So the problem is that I have not noticed that these bushes dropped a sapling. I just need to pick them up, so that's very good. Now I know. So let's clear a few more bushes. I think I still need at least 2 or 3 more so I can proceed with crafting a crafting table. And also let's see... no, it's fine. Now let's try to make it back to where we were. The question is, I'm not sure because I was changing direction a lot, so I forgot, I think, where I was. So I have to really look around for a big sand statue that goes very high up into the air. Haha, is this it? Yes. Oh, my sense of direction is not too shabby, I would say, and I have gathered 4 bush stems from which we can get 4 wooden planks. Though it would be nice to get 1 more. Let's see if we can find another bush. But before that, let's do something and plant those bush saplings so we can have more wood around the place that we have started. So this massive statue of sand will help us find our way back if we ever get lost. So I am not really that concerned because I have already found my way back. Now, one more thing, as I mentioned, is I have to find 1 more bush. But the question is, where is it? This is a complete and utter desert, so we cannot really do anything about it except find more. But I was so afraid that I lost my starting point that I just went back instantly instead of exploring more. What is this? This is maram grass, so probably not something that we would want. So maybe let's go here and we will notice one or two bushes. Here we go. Oh, something is flying. That is a butterfly, I think. That is rather interesting and peculiar. And in the distance, I am pretty certain that I can see some bushes that I will approach and try to really gather. That is correct. These are some bushes that I will harvest for the things that I need. This is perfect because I will now be able to earn my first tools that will allow me to dig into the stone or concrete or sand or whatever material you want, except for maybe something strong as diamond, though I'm not entirely sure. Problem is that the sun seems to be setting and I need to make my way back before it sets, unless I want to get stranded in a unfamiliar place without any line of sight of anything. The problem for our first night is that I cannot really see anything, and to see anything I need some light source. So to get light source I think we need coal and we need some sticks. But let's not worry about that now, and first of all let's craft the crafting table. Aha, interesting. So crafting bench is not here. It probably does not... Ah, I see. We never needed any crafting bench because this is just a base version of the game and there is no such thing as a crafting bench. That's good. So we can save a lot more of our materials and not bother about it. All we need to do is we need to simply craft our first pickaxe that it will allow us to gather our first batches of stone. So here we go. Ah, that's very unfortunate. It is a very deep pit right here and we have lost our first unit of cobble. Did we get it? Yep. Our first 2 units of cobble are already in our inventory and I am going to get... Here we go. Our first coal is right here too. That is rather lucky because I think it is quite unusual to find coal so high up on the plains, on the grasslands. It's like only a few blocks down and we are already mining coal. So that's very fun. We've got a few coal units. Now all we need to do is craft some torches. Torches have been crafted and I can also get some dia, but I do not need dia. I will just use my crafted torches. Okay, let's make sure we do not drop down from this height because that would be unfortunate and unlucky. Very good. We can make our first rudimentary home. The question is, where should we put it? I think our first home should be on the beach. I would say the beach would be one of the better choices for our first home. The moon is up in the sky right now. All we need to do is follow the moonlight to the beach. Here is the beach. Let's put one torch in here. Oh, and look at it. It lights up very brightly, and now we can see perfectly in the dark. Our first home can be from some simple materials, such as sand and a bunch of glass, maybe later on. But first off, I would say sand would be a good choice of material for our first home. Let's just gather a few without making the beach look pretty bad. You always have to be careful not to avoid gathering too much sand in the place that you are going to put your home, because otherwise it will look kind of run down and not very pretty. But also you should only gather as much as you need instead of gathering a surplus. You should always probably leave it for other people too. We are getting some grass. It does not really interest us, so I will leave it like that. I don't necessarily need it. So here we go. Our first home can be right here on the beach. We can start placing our first blocks of sand, and it probably should be something rather small like this, nothing too fancy, and then later we can start adding some rooms whenever we want to. Maybe let me put one more block in here, so it is, oh, it is not, yes, I should not have put a block in here. Now it is perfect. I need to do it like this. Yep. Perfect. Here can be the door later on, so we can make place for it. Let's put the walls a bit higher and make sure we also leave some room for natural lighting, so we can see everything clearly when it's daytime. Now I will just put a few more blocks on this side, and that is about it. This is a rudimentary home that we can call our home. Maybe we can put a few blueberry bush saplings on the sides. They will keep nice and green because of the salty water that is right next to them from the lake or the river. Lake water is not salty usually, so it's even better for those plants. They will keep being healthy and nice. That's perfect. Unfortunately for a door we do need some more wood, and we can only hope that we can get maybe those bushes growing, and then they will yield us some more wood. But here it is. Maybe add a few more torches to the entrance and to the like for example, maybe here a torch is also nice, or maybe here. Maybe it is quite close to our plants, so it is not the best idea, but I think it's quite nice. It looks rather nice. Here I made the entrance a bit more fancy. Maybe like this would be kinda cool, doing some, or maybe some interesting things like this. Here you enter and it's like a palace, and a nice view of the beach opens up for you with the moon setting right in front of your eyes every night if it is not cloudy, and you can see it then. Perfect. Now I still have 3 torches left, and we can start setting up our rudimentary cobblestone mine. The question is, do I just go down into the hallway, or what was it? Into the mine that is already out there? What is it called? There is another, it's a dungeon, yeah. Do we go into the dungeon, or do I just make it myself? And I think it is better to just make it yourself. So let's start digging not too far from our starting point. It is a good idea to start digging somewhere where it is flat without too many obstructions, so you can easily identify the beginning of your mining operation. The problem, of course, is that I think, yes, the sand is falling when you are mining it, so you have to be careful and make sure it does not fall on your head. Perfect. A few blocks down we have mined, and it is already cobblestone. So let's start mining cobblestone. This is rudimentary mine that it will serve a nice purpose for our needs. I will make a cobblestone pickaxe. For that I need some sticks, and I need some cobblestone on top of it. Let's make two in the first place, because I don't want to make them all at the same time. I'm lacking wood a bit, so I do not want to spend it all in one place. And my bushes still did not grow, I think. Yep, they still have not grown. Maybe the problem is that there are flowers too close to them and they cannot really grow too nicely. So let's remove the grass and flowers that are very close to them and let them grow as they want. Perfect. Now the question is, here it is. Here is our mine, and the sun has already started rising up, and we have plenty of natural lightning. We can proceed with our rudimentary mine. Here is one more block of sand, and I will replace it with cobblestone so it does not fall on our heads. Let's continue mining downwards, and maybe we can do a I do not want my mine to be too deep, but I also don't want my mine to be too shallow, so maybe a good middle ground would be a few more blocks down. Let's mine 2 more blocks down. My first pickaxe has just disappeared because it broke. Wooden pickaxes are the worst for durability, followed by, I think, cobblestone pickaxe. Oh, and some more coal we have found while we were digging deeper into the ground. Let's see, there's nothing else here, and now we will need to start putting torches, otherwise we will not see anything. Very good. This is, I think, the perfect depth for our first mine, and I can start to expand it. Here we can see some different material. I wonder what it is. Let's check it out. It is gravel. I think from gravel you can get some other items. It's not only a building block, but maybe not. It does not seem to be getting us anything. Let's mine one more gravel unit and then put it in the crafting window. Yep, does not seem to be doing anything interesting. Well, that's good enough. Not like I was expecting anything. Let's mine a few more blocks further and put another nice torch. so we can see better. Perfect. A torch is here. So this is about it for today. Thank you.